So what's good, J-Ham fans? It's your boy J-Ham coming back at y'all with another video real quick. I gotta go ahead and update y'all on what we got done today. So what we got done today was we got the torque converter bolts in. Gotta tell y'all the story on the torque converter bolts. We got those in. We got the headers on. I gotta tell y'all the story about the headers. I gotta tell y'all the story about the hoist. All right, let's go. So this is how the motor look with the headers on. Look kind of good. It's just some little shorties, but this is how it look. This is the issue that we're having. So all the other bolts lined up just fine, but right here, as you can see, it's not a bolt here. That is because a bolt had broke off up in here. An old bolt is broke off up in here. So I hit my boy Manny, and he told me to have someone who knows how to weld something to it, or tack weld something to it, and I'll be able to screw it up out of there. So that's what I'm gonna do. But other than that, that's the only thing that's wrong with the headers. That sucks. We run into another issue. But I told him, I'm like, well, I asked him, I say, can we get away with that? He was like, you could, but you will have an exhaust leak. We don't want an exhaust leak because they sound bad, and on top of that, it's gonna make you lose a little power. We want all the power that we can get, and we don't want to have a little nasty little sound to it. So with that being said, that's the issue with the headers. Now let's move on to issue number 2. Issue number 2, the wheel broke. The wheel broke on the hoist. Look at that. And that broke because I was trying to, I had everything in, but it probably was nobody but God. He was trying to save me, some time. Just because my dumb self forgot to put the Loctite, which is right here. And I bought gloves and still didn't even use them. What an idiot. But we forgot to put the Loctite on the torque converter bolts. So I asked my boy Manny, I say, I forgot to put the Loctite. Should I be good, or should I take it back out and put the Loctite on? He said you might want to take it back out. So that's probably why the wheel broke, because as you all know, you can't put no engine in a car if one of the wheels broke, man. You can't do it. I tried to use the jack and everything. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. All right, let's move on to the third issue. So with the torque converter bolts, y'all, let me tell y'all, it's funny, but it ain't funny at the same time. So look, I'm over here for like 15 to 20 minutes on the ground trying to figure out how do you put these torque converter bolts in. So I'm sitting up there. First of all, I had to go to AutoZone and get a 24mm socket to fit the, what you call it bolt? Brain fart. This bolt here. To fit that bolt right there. I had to go to AutoZone and grab one of those. So I went to AutoZone and grabbed one of those just to come back home. Okay, I said I got it turning. Manny told me, he was like, go buy one of those. So I got it turning. So after I did that, I'm like, just turning. So then I watched a YouTube video and they telling me to turn clockwise, but I was turning the other way. So now I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I think I done messed the motor up. I heard that mud pop. I'm like, man, I think I done messed the motor up. So now I'm over here stressing. So after I did that, kept watching the YouTube video. So the dude, he ended up turning it the opposite way too, to put the other torque converter bolts in and make sure they was tight. So I was like, cool. Whew, knock that sweat off. So then Manny kept on trying to explain to me how to put the torque converter bolts in, but it wasn't clicking in my head. I'm like, man, this is stupid, dude. This is stupid. But I didn't want to call nobody for help as far as like coming over to help me, because I wanted to do it on my own, because it seemed so simple. It was making me mad. So I called, I ended up texting my boy Paper. Shout out to Paper too. I texted him. He ended up calling me. He's like, bro, what is you talking about? So he told me, he was like, man, just spin the torque converter a little bit and it should line right up. He said once you get that first one lined up, everything else gonna fall into place. It's gonna become easy. So I did that. So I put both of their knowledge together and I did it. And I did it like 5 minutes. I'm like, I should have been called, but I had to lower my pride, y'all. I was so mad because I was watching the YouTube videos and it seemed so simple, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it on my own. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I think because the motor that they was doing it on YouTube, it was like old school motors. And I think it's super easy on old school motors, but the crazy part is it was super easy on this too, but we're gonna get past it. I'm still learning, but I know now. All right. So the second thing is, all right, so with the hoist, after we get that done, with the hoist, I push it out the garage. I'm trying to turn the hoist around to go ahead and drive it into the car. Tell me why one of the front wheels fell on his face. So when it fell on his face, I couldn't move it. So I'm sitting in the driveway. I'm struggling. I'm trying to push it. It's all standing up. I'm pushing it too hard because I'm trying to get it because it already fell on his face. All right, so after I do that, I'm sitting there trying. A car pull up. They just sitting there. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, I'm still doing what I'm trying to do. Then he said, you need some help? So I'm like, man, do I want this help? Do I want to do it on my own? I'm like, man, yeah, because there wasn't no way I was going to be able to do it on my own. So I was like, yeah, even though I didn't want to have him to help me just because I got trust issues with a lot of people now, especially with strangers. So with that being said, he came, he helped me. All right, cool, appreciate you. But I kind of thank God that it happened that way just for the simple fact that, let me show y'all. This right here is not, okay, there you go. That's the Loctite for the torque converter bolts. I didn't put it on. So after I put the torque converter bolts in, I finally picked this up. I'm like, I read it, it said Loctite. Then I thought about it on one of the videos, the dude had the blue Loctite around the bolts. I'm like, dude. So I said, let me ask Manny. So I hit Manny, I'm like, dude, do I have to have this Loctite in there? He said, you probably would want to take the bolts back out and put the Loctite on there. Blew another sweat off. Whew. Glad it wasn't in the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that tomorrow. And then the third thing, the freaking header. One of the bolts broke off up in there. Not one of the new bolts, it's an old bolt. But I'm trying to screw it up in there, but it wasn't going anywhere. It kept that side header kept on falling off because I tried to start both of them on both ends so it could stay up there. But that one just kept falling out. So I'm like, what's going on? So I just looked up in the hole, just like that. A boat broke up in there. So with that being said, I hit Manny again. I'm like, bro, a boat broke. Can we get away with this? He was like, yeah, you could, but you're going to have an exhaust leak. And as we all know, I had an exhaust leak on the Catalina. You don't want an exhaust leak. For one, it sound bad. And for two, you lose power. And we don't want to do neither of those. We don't want to lose power and we don't want to sound bad. So with that being said, he said it's easy. He said all you got to do is tack weld something. Somebody that know how to weld, tack weld something. And then you'll be able to unscrew it like that, and then I'll be able to put the other bolt back up in there. So, as long as it's easy, but it's just little issues that we started running into. But other than that, that's all. We got everything dialed up. What else we did? We took all the accessories off the transmission that we didn't need. We took those off. So now at this point, we really just, tomorrow morning, I got to find a hoist or try to find one tonight and just go get it tomorrow morning so we can go ahead and get this thing on the road. Then, on top of that, tomorrow, or probably when I get done with this video, I gotta go ahead and call the guy who welds to get this done right here. We have to cut this out because the freaking oil pan wouldn't let us be great, and then we're gonna weld the motor mounts as well. Then we have to take the AC box out, and then for the tunnel right here, so the transmission fits, so we don't have no issues, I took a hammer, shout out to this hammer right here, and I beat the snot out of it. So with that being said, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. So we got a couple more things to do. And then another thing I wanted to add, guys, let me know for the ones who know about these trucks. Should I go and get a one piece dry line, or would I be good with a 2-piece? Because if I'll be good with a 2-piece, I'm just gonna keep the 2-piece. My boy Prince say he don't think it's gonna work. And I also heard that the 2-piece dry line is not gonna hold up, it's gonna snap. I don't know, but if I don't gotta spend no more money, I ain't spending no more money. This truck is a budget build, and on top of that, it's a work truck. But we got a couple more things to install tomorrow. I want to try to get as much work done as I could. We gotta get this up. We gotta get these in. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do the what is this? The shifter. And then I got another question, guys. Do you guys think, be honest, do you guys think it'd be a good idea to try to wire this car up to be for the first time? This is my first time ever trying to wire anything up besides the radio, and I just learned how to wire a radio up. So with that being said, do you think it'd be a good idea to wire this truck up? Or should I just go ahead and pay somebody else to wire it up? Please let me know in the comments. Do you think I can do it? Is it easy? Or is it something that you don't want to deal with on your first time? Just sit back and watch. All right. Other than that, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. And also, I want to tell you guys, please don't forget about the giveaway that's coming up. And the giveaway would be a cam from BTR. It's an NSR cam. It's a cam only. You can put it in your truck. You can put it in anything. You don't need no stall. You don't need no lifters. You don't need no springs. And then you can look up the power gain. Calm down. You can look up the power gains yourself. You get an extra 66 horses. So with that being said, and it's proven. They put it on the dyno and it's proven already. So you won't want to miss out on that. And then also I want to add. We're going to do that once we hit 800 subscribers. So as soon as we hit the 800 subscribers, we're going to be able to knock that out. Excuse the dog barking in the back. I told you how he act when he out here, so he lost his privileges. So he in the house barking. So now, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, what we're going to do, that's 200 more subscribers away from 800, we're going to give away a complete cam kit. We're going to give away the cam, the push rods, and the springs. So, and this is the cam kit. It's not gonna be like, no, okay, there go cam kit. No, I want to get you guys a real good cam kit. So with that being said, I'm talking about a cam kit with a lit sound, like blah, 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 blah. I don't care. It could be something for a big block, small block, LS, whatever y'all want it to be for. So just let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely make that happen for you guys. Because I know it's a lot of people in here that don't like LSs, and there's a lot of people in here that don't like big blocks or small blocks. So, man, go ahead. Hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend to hit the subscribe button. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy. We're going to get this truck going. And by the way it's looking, this truck could be running, I'm going to say before Thanksgiving. I think it'll be running, y'all, because we are almost there. Honestly, all we got to do is put this motor in. Get this, we got to put this motor in. Then we got to get this, the draw line put in. Then we're going to get it welded. And if we do have to go out and get a one-piece draw line, we'll know all the measurements and all that stuff already. So with that being said, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Done.